Hey there guys, NintendoPSX here, and I just want to make a short video regarding the Legend of Zelda 30th anniversary. It's a franchise I clearly hold dear, as you can see back here. But, back when I was really young, a friend of mine said, hey, get this Zelda game on the Game Boy Advance. And I was like, okay. I was a kid, so I was like, I got some of my family to buy it, and I was able to get the Link to the Past Four Swords copy. So this is probably my first Zelda game that I ever really owned myself, and I enjoyed playing. I never got to beat it until years later, but it would really started to fuel my love for Zelda. One of the first Zelda games I ever did beat, though, was the Minish Cap on the Game Boy Advance, and it still retains to be my favorite Zelda game of all time, even throughout all the 3D Zeldas and stuff like that. I still love the Minish Cap a ton. And, there is also another point in time where I got my first GameCube, which was like my first Nintendo home console I ever owned. And probably still my favorite home console to this day. But, I was able to get a GameCube, and the GameCube came with a Zelda Collector's Edition disc that you can kind of see up here a little bit behind the Majora's Mask thing. That came with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Zelda 1, and Zelda 2. So I was able to experience, two of the greatest N64 games, and also the original games on the NES as well. So at some point I had given that to a friend of mine. I didn't really care too much. I was like, whatever, so I had handed it to a friend of mine. But before I moved out of town, I took it back. But, over time I started to get more and more Zelda games. I saw Wind Waker, and I was like, oh, I want Wind Waker. I was able to get the Majora's Mask and everything, Ocarina of Time to the Collector's Edition disc. I was able to play more Zelda games, and just over time I just got more and more into the franchise, where I came to a point where I was like, you know what? I want to collect a whole bunch of Zelda stuff, and that's what it's sort of come to over here. You can see I just have a whole bunch of stuff. I have books over here, the guidebooks, I have the comics, I have figures, I have almost all the games. The only games I'm really missing is Four Swords Adventures on the GameCube, and an actual SNES copy of Link to the Past. But, eventually I'll be able to purchase those, and I'll have, the full collection. But, Zelda just means, I absolutely love the Zelda franchise. The way they do their storytelling, the way they bring out the characters through silent interactions. Just the gameplay overall is always so fun and intriguing. Even when you get stuck in a Zelda game, you can still find some fun or some, path once you find out that aha moment. You're like, I know what to do now, and then you just breeze through the whole dungeon. It's always a fun experience, at least for me. I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, I don't get the love for Zelda and stuff, and that's understandable. But, for me, I really do love Zelda, and for the franchise to meet its 30th anniversary this year, in the same year as Pokemon, no less. It's pretty crazy, and, here's to another 30 years of Zelda, but, I'm really excited for, the new game, Zelda for Wii U, even Twilight Princess HD a little bit, see how they changed some of the, mechanics of it and stuff, because I played it originally on the Wii. I didn't even play the GameCube one, so things are going to look a little bit different for me. But, I absolutely love the Zelda franchise, and I really hope it continues to do, well around the world and really resonates with people's souls. And there's Zelda games that have helped people out of horrible depressions, escapism, people with disabilities that still find ways to play these games. Even my cousin, who unfortunately passed away not too long ago, muscular dystrophy, but he still loved to play these games, even though it was hard for him to use a Wiimote and stuff like that. So it was Zelda connects with a lot of people on a lot of different aspects, and I think that's something that really makes the Zelda franchise, something really special, and a different special than what Pokemon is. But it's a very, very close special, and it's something that I hold dear, and a lot of others do as well. So I hope you guys have some great Zelda memories as well. If you guys have any memories that you want to share, be sure to put them in the comments below, and just spread the love of Zelda. It's the Zelda 30th anniversary this year, and I hope Nintendo has something great planned, and I'll be sure to be at whatever event they have, or whatever games they release. Until then, I'll see you guys then. Have a good one.